Welcome to the journey to discover Morocco with httravel. Let Morocco immerse you in a world where the dunes of Mamad resonate with the lullabies of the wind, where the alleys of Moulay Idriss whisper the memories of saints, and the sound of chisels on wood in Azrou echoes like the heartbeat of North Africa. From the steep cliffs of Todra to the fragrant olives of Sefrou, Morocco is a symphony woven from Saharan sunshine, anti-Atlas mists, and warm hospitality. This is more than a kingdom, it is a living memory, where Riffian women guard the Tamri forests, where anti-Atlas stars tell ancient dreams, and every maklouba plate is a love story. Morocco is a land of wind and cliffs, where the desert sings, where memories paint, inviting you to embark on a journey of endless colors, sounds, and emotions. Are you ready to let Morocco light up your dreams? What makes you yearn to be part of this symphony? Share your dream in the comments and join us on an adventure through the land where every moon is a song, every smile is an eternal legend. Morocco, the jewel of North Africa, nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, is a place where nature reveals its grandeur in every breath of the land. Bordered by Algeria, Western Sahara, and bordered by Spain across the Strait of Gibraltar, Morocco spans 446,550 square kilometers, from the silk gold dunes of Mamad to the red cliffs of the anti-Atlas that glow red at sunset. The Atlas Mountains, with Jebel Toubkal at 4,167 meters, are the backbone of the kingdom, while the Mamad Desert, with its nomad tents under endless skies, is a picture of silence and eternity. Mamad, on the edge of the Sahara, is where you can ride a camel through the dunes, listening to the wind tell of caravans from Timbuktu. The Todra Valley, with its 300-meter cliffs and turquoise rivers, is a hiker's paradise, where the sun draws lines of light and shadow on the rocks. Tamri, near Agadir, is where argan forests and pristine beaches meet, with white waves and soaring seagulls. Anti-Atlas, with its rugged peaks and almond valleys, is where you can trek through clay villages, watching the stars shine like emeralds. Morocco is a symphony of desert, mountains, and sea, where each landscape is a chapter in the story of the earth and sky. From the drifting sands of Mamad to the crashing waves of Tamri, Morocco's nature is a powerful call to you, urging you to tune into the pulse of North Africa, where time stands still and the heart sings an endless hymn. It is where you stand in the middle of Todra, feel the breath of the rocks, or sit under the anti-Atlas, dreaming of ancient legends. Morocco is more than just a landscape, it is the soul of nature, a fire that invites you to explore, to feel, and to love. Morocco is a land of saints and warriors, where history is etched in the white alleys of Moulay Idriss. 3,000 years ago, Berbers built communities in the Atlas and Sahara. In 789, Idriss I, a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad, founded Moulay Idriss, making it Morocco's first Islamic center. The Mausoleum of Idriss I, with its blue-tiled roof and zellige-tiled courtyard, is a pilgrimage site for thousands of pilgrims each year, a symbol of faith and perseverance. Moulay Idriss was once a stopover for scholars from Baghdad, with its ancient library housing a 9th century Quran manuscript. In the 16th century, the town resisted Portuguese invasions, with its narrow alleyways serving as a battleground for Berber warriors. The French occupation, 1912 to 1956, challenged Morocco, but Moulay Idriss, with its 1930 resistance movement, was a beacon of independence. The Idriss Museum houses Almoravid lanterns, Idrissid carpets, and woodblock prints, tracing the journey from the Marinid dynasties to the modern day. Today, Moulay Idriss hosts the Musam Idriss I festival each August, with pilgrimages, Sufi music, and a craft market. Morocco's history is an everlasting flame, a lesson in how a people turn faith into strength, with Moulay Idriss a sanctuary of memory, where every stone tells a story of glory, sacrifice, and longevity. It is a place where you step through the gates, feel the breath of Idriss I, and see history come alive in the eyes of its people. Morocco is home to the Riffian culture, who bring the spirit of the Rif Mountains to every white village. Living in Al Hoceima and Nader, the Riffians, a branch of the Berber people, build their homes from stone and lime, living in harmony with the pine forests and the Mediterranean Sea. They are famous for their Rif carpet weaving, with zigzag patterns of red and blue. Each carpet tells a story about the crops, family, and mountains. Riffian dress, with its embroidered mendel and nishan, is a symbol of elegance. Ceremonies, such as the Zroual wedding in Nibuwayak, see brides in silk dresses dancing to Isran, singing about love and the sea. Riffian cuisine, such as harira rif with sardines and dill, brings the salty flavors of the Mediterranean. In Al Hoceima, visitors can sleep in a maison d'hôte, learn to weave rugs from artisans like Fatima El Razoui, or participate in a harvest ceremony. Despite the threat of modernization, the Riffians have preserved their Tarifat language through schools in Nader. The Rif Culture Festival in Al Hoceima celebrates Isran poetry and the Ajaoun. Riffian culture is the breath of Morocco, the flame that connects people to the Rif Mountains, a song that echoes from the cliffs to the shore, where every note is a memory, every dance a dream. Morocco is a land of resilient women, spreading hope from the desert to the mountains. In Mamad, Riffian women like Layla El Idrissi run nomad camps, teaching visitors how to make harira rif and telling the stories of Rif women warriors. In Moulay Idriss, artisans like Zohra El Amrani weave Zroual rugs, which are sold at international mausems. Cooperatives like the Tamri Women's Collective produce argan butter, with women like Khadija El Fassi at the helm. In Sefrou, women like Amina El Houari press olive oil and set up shop in the souk. Educators like Fatima Mernisai from Fez inspire with feminist books. Festivals like the Festival de Femmes in Nader celebrate women's Rif poetry. Despite the inequalities they face, Moroccan women, from the Sfenge sellers of Asilah to the artists of Todra, are the beacons of innovation, the songs of perseverance, and the forces shaping Morocco. It's where you meet Layla under the star Mamad, hear Zohra talk about carpets, and see their dreams light up the kingdom. Morocco is a land of festivals, and the Festival de Cerises et Olives in Sefrou is a song of red earth and olives. Held each June in the town in the foothills of the Atlas, the festival celebrates green olives and cherries from the Fez Meknes region, harvested by people like Khalid El Amrani in ancient orchards. The olive fields, with their red earth and shaded by trees, are the setting for a dazzling festival where the scent of olive oil mingles with the sounds of the oud. The festival opens with a parade, with farmers in Jalaba carrying baskets of olives and cherries. Malhan music and tabal drums add to the atmosphere. Food includes zaytoun makdour, salted olives, and sfenge donuts. Events such as olive pressing competitions and artisan markets attract thousands of visitors. Visitors can take part in an oil pressing workshop or stroll through the orchards of Belil. The festival is more than just agriculture, it is Sefrou's way of telling the story of the land, a beacon of joy and togetherness. It is where you taste olives under the shade of trees, hear grandmothers talk about the harvest, and see communities come together in laughter. The Festival de Cerises et Olives is the soul of Morocco, the fragrant music of fields and mountains, the kingdom's way of sharing the flavor of its red soil. Morocco is a hub of art, and Azrou is a place where forests become masterpieces. In Souk El Had, woodworkers like Youssef El Idrissi use chisels and saws to create tables, chairs, and boxes in floral motifs and Berber geometric shapes. Small workshops, filled with the scent of cedar, are the heart of Azrou, a town nestled in the Atlas forest. The woodworking technique, inherited from the Almohads, uses cedar from a frame and natural glue. The Azrou Museum displays a 15th century wooden box that tells the story of its role in trade with Andalusia. In the classes at Souk El Arba, visitors can try their hand at wood carving under the guidance of artisans. Projects such as Azrou Artisanat support young people to learn the craft, providing a sustainable income. Despite competition from industrial products, Azrou woodworkers keep the tradition alive, turning wood into works that are imbued with the soul of Morocco. It is a place where you touch a table, feel the breath of the forest, and see the artisan's hand tell a story through each grain. Woodcraft is the heart of Azrou, the creative spark, the way the kingdom turns forests into art, from the Atlas to the world. Morocco is a land of valleys, and Todra is a place where cliffs tell legends. Situated on the edge of the Atlas, the Todra Valley is a land of 300-meter-high cliffs, with a turquoise river flowing past date palms and clay villages. The red rocks, carved by wind and water, are a breathtaking backdrop where nature and Berber culture come together. Trekking tours take you through Tinghur, with guides like Rashid El Moussaoui telling you about the tribes that once lived in the caves. Visitors can stay at Dar Todra, where they can enjoy tangia and pomegranate juice. Projects like Todra Eco protect the valley from tourist waste. Even in the hot summers, Todra is still a draw for the Berber festivals at Tamtatakt, where Ahidis dances are performed. It's a place where you can stand amid the cliffs, listen to the wind, and feel the power of nature. The Todra Valley is the soul of Morocco, a flame of eternity, a song of stone, water, and people, inviting you to touch the heart of Atlas, where every step is a story. Morocco is the land of the stars, and the anti-Atlas is where the sky tells dreams. Located in southern Morocco, the Anti-Atlas Range, with its rugged peaks and arid valleys, is a stage for stargazing. At night, millions of stars twinkle, with Orion and the Milky Way like silver ribbons, for a heartwarming experience. Stargazing camps in Tafrit, like Aubaird's Etoiles, offer Berber tents where you listen to Amard music and eat tagines under the stars. Guides like Omar El Amrani use telescopes to point out the constellation Scorpio. Projects like Anti-Atlas Stargazing protect the sky from light pollution. Visitors can trek through the Amon Valley, see ancient rock paintings, and camp. It's where you lie in the sand, feel the cosmos embrace you, and dream of faraway worlds. Stargazing at Anti-Atlas is a song of eternity, Morocco's way of connecting people to the sky, a flame of wonder, where every star is a dream, every light a story. Morocco is a land of flavors, and Andalusian cuisine is a call to memory. Maklouba, rice balls with chicken, eggplant, and saffron, is a staple in Tétouan, a nod to the Al-Andalus heritage. Bruit, triangular pastries stuffed with cheese and honey, are a Riyadh appetizer. Riffian Andalus, chicken with rice paper and saffron sauce, is a festive dish in Chefchaouen. At Souk El Fouki, you can taste al-bastilla, sweet pigeon pie, and drink sharbat, rose water. Cooking classes at Riyadh Andalus, Tétouan, led by chefs like Aisha El Fassi, teach how to make chebakia. Andalusian cuisine is influenced by 13th century Spain, with dishes like sweet harira. Festivals like the Andalus Festival in Chefchaouen celebrate Maklouba, where you sit in the courtyard of a riad, taste bruit, and listen to Andalus music. Andalusian cuisine is the heart of Morocco, the way people share memories, the fire that warms every table, from the Medina to the Rif Mountains. Morocco is the guardian of the forest, with conservation efforts keeping Tamri evergreen. Located near Agadir, the Tamri forest is home to argan trees and the rare bald ibis. The argan forests, with their deep roots and green leaves, are the lungs of the Atlantic coast, where Berber women harvest argan fruit. Cooperatives like Tamri Green, led by women like Zineb El Houari, produce argan oil and plant new trees. In Tamri, visitors can join in argan picking or learn about ibis. Organizations like Moroccan Green Coast protect the forest from overgrazing. Despite facing desertification, Morocco is a pioneer with its Tamri Forever policy. It is a place where you can walk through the forest, hear the ibis, and see the vitality of the land. Conserving the Tamri forest is Morocco's commitment, the flame that keeps the Atlantic alive, the kingdom's way of protecting its green heritage, where each argan tree tells a story of land and people. Morocco is a center of trade, with the port of Asilah a picture of the Mediterranean. As early as the 10th century, Asilah was a stopover for Phoenician traders, transporting silk, spices, and ceramics across the Strait of Gibraltar. The Asilah Medina, with its white walls and colorful murals, is where commerce meets art. The Al-Qamra fortress, with its bronze cannons, protected the port from pirates. The Asilah Museum displays Idrissid vases and Venetian maps, telling of trade with Genoa. Medina tours take you through the Souk El Kabir, where you can eat kefta and buy Riff rugs. Festivals like the Asilah Arts Festival relive the legacy of trade with paintings and Garnati music. While global trade has changed, Asilah maintains its legacy through its workshops. It's where you step through the Medina gates, see the murals, and feel the pulse of the Mediterranean. Port trade is the soul of Morocco, the flame that connects the continents, the way the kingdom continues its legend from the coast to the Sahara. Chefchaouen, a turquoise gem nestled at the foot of the Rif Mountains, is a place where walls tell stories in color. Known as Morocco's Blue Pearl, this city is not only famous for its stunning turquoise alleyways but also for its mural art, where each stroke is a whisper of the artist and his memory. From the Berber floral prints on the walls of the Medina to the modern abstractions of Place Yuda El Hammam, Chefchaouen is a living museum, where art meets the mountain breeze and Mediterranean sun. Chefchaouen's mural art dates back to the 15th century, when Jews and Moors from Andalusia brought with them the tradition of painting walls in the color blue, symbolizing the sky and purity. The alleys around Souk El Had, with their houses painted in shades of light to dark blue, are a stage for artists such as Youssef El Amrani, who paints geometric zellige patterns and carnations using natural pigments from the indigo plant. Each wall tells a story. One depicts a caravan through the Rif, another depicts Mount Tasuka under moonlight. Today, young artists such as Zohra El Fassi add modern touches, with images of Rif women in Mendel or the waves of the Al Hoceima Sea, creating a fusion of tradition and innovation. Every year in July, Chefchaouen's Festival de Arts Muros transforms the Medina into a giant art gallery. International and local artists, from Morocco to Spain, gather to paint on the walls, with the ajoun playing and the scent of sphenge wafting from the stalls. Visitors can take a painting workshop at Ried Cherifa, learn how to mix paint from an artisan, or wander the alleyways to discover the Green Museum, where a work of art appears on every corner. The paintings are not only beautiful but also meaningful. One wall in Souk El Kabir depicts the 1921 Rif resistance, featuring the warrior Abdelkrim El Khattabi, while another near the Grande Mosquée depicts a dove, the symbol of peace. Morocco is a symphony of sand, stone, and people. Where you ride through Mamad, feel the heartbeat of North Africa in the Riffian music. Where you stand before Moulay Idriss, see the fire of Idriss' eye. Where you eat maklouba in Tetouan, gaze at the stars in Anti-Atlas, and admire the women of Tamri. Where you touch the wood of Azrou, dream with the waves of Asilah, and hear the wind of Todra. Morocco is the land of Sefrou, of Layla and Zohra. From the olive grove to the Tamri forest, from Todra to the Asilah souk, Morocco is a place where every moment is a star, every story is a flame. Come, let your heart beat with the music of the wind, let your soul find joy, and let this journey become an endless memory. What has captivated you? Share in the comments, we want to continue this song with you.